This conference will now be recorded.
Hello friends and welcome to bispsolutions.com. My name is Amit and today I'm going to show you a simple tiny example of Groovy script. In this example I will be making my data cell from a data form read only based on condition. In addition to this I would also display custom messages and change the cell color wherever the condition is met. So let's get started. In this example I have taken a very simple data form and I would be associating my Groovy script rule with this data form. So wherever the condition is true, you can see the background color of the cell and the cell turn out to be read only. In addition to this, there would be a custom message. So let's get started. So the sample data form is already available. I would start writing with my Groovy script. So I create a tiny, simple, tiny Groovy script. It's a part of your Vision application. Right click, create a new rule. I would call this rule as a Groovy test 2. You could give any name and switch to the editor, and in editor select your script type as a Groovy script. The default is calculation script. Select a Groovy script. The first I like to browse through entire data form and check for the condition. In order to browse through the entire data form, you use operation.grid data cell iterator and I'm going to browse through each cell of my data form. Now I like to check the condition. There are multiple ways through which you can check the condition. I would be using a global object called IT get member name, and if you look at in my case the sample data form, in my rows I have account dimension. These are different account dimension members. I like to select one of the member and apply condition, and these are account dimension member name. Okay, so I'll check if it.get member name from account dimension equals to, for whichever member you like to apply condition, select the name of the account dimension member. For example, I'm going to use this member 4140 training. So I select 4140. You can use a member name or alias name, any one of them you can use. If condition is true, I would like to display a message first, right? So that before we apply any condition, we can look at the message. So I'll put a condition over here. Custom message called condition is true. And in addition to this, you can also display value of the data cell. So data. This rule will not do anything. It will just check the condition is true and display a custom message. So save this, validate and deploy. You can validate and save both together and deploy. The validation is passed with no error. It's a fairly simple print expression. Now the rule is ready. I'm going to associate this rule with my data form. This is my data form. Open this data form into edit mode. And I want to run this rule before it gets loaded on load. This is my form, Groovy test. Open in edit mode. Go to business rule. I already have one sample rule attached. I'm going to remove it and attach my rule. Associate my Groovy script rule number 2. When do you want to run this rule? I want to run the rule after load. Click on save and now we test it. So now when you open this form, a rule will run on the fly, and you can see the message. The rule will run on the fly, and we only see the message over here. So you can see the message under application, job, Groovy test 2 runs successfully 16 seconds before, and you get a message over here. Condition is set to true, and I don't have a data into my cell. It was an empty, but condition is set to true because there are 4 cells. We apply the condition for training, right? So the 4-time condition is met, or condition is set to true 4 times for 4 cell. Now here I'm going to add an action. Previously I just display a message. In addition to message, you can add an action. So you can forcefully set your cell read only, force read only. It takes a boolean expression, so I want to make it read only, so I make it true. In addition to this, if you like to display a custom message, let's validate this. In case you like to add a custom message, you can do the same as well. So in order to add a custom message, I'm going to use add validation error function. Add validation error. It takes 3 arguments, the cell color. So whichever color you like to use, you can use this side and test what color you like to use. So I'm going to select some color, and I like to use a combination green, blue, and red. This looks not much. Probably like to use yellow color. And the integer value of RGB is this 13172480. So the first argument I pass over here cell color. Second argument is custom message. So I would make a custom message cell set to read only. And third argument is a boolean argument. So I make it false. Save and validate. The rule is correct and I don't have any error. Deploy this rule and then associate with data form, which we already did. Now when I open this data form, my cell would be set to read only, but before that I'm going to put some numbers. You can see the cell along with the numbers. I put some sample numbers under training. The condition is true for 4140, 4140. This is training. It will turn out to be read only. Open data form and test. So I open my data form, Groovy test. Test my Groovy. And see the condition is set to true, and you can see the background color is yellow, right? This is what we set. Look at the rule and the outcome both together. The condition is true over here, the background color is yellow, and this is a custom message. The cell turn out to be read only. You move your mouse cursor, you see the set is read only, and there's a custom message in the bottom. This is a read only cell. Look at this carefully. The read only cell, the cell set to read only, and you have a custom message. So wherever you have a certain scenarios or situation where you want to make your cell read only on the fly based on condition, you can use this simple script. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining today's session. Should you have more questions, please feel free to write to us.